Hey, hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6 String Fingerpicking, and in this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you my fingerstyle arrangement of Feels Like Home. Alright, so before we get going with the lesson, if you're new here, consider subscribing because on this channel we are completely dedicated to the art of fingerstyle guitar. So if that's something you're into, it's something you want to get better at, then you're really going to want to subscribe for regular fingerstyle guitar lessons. Okay, let's get on with the lesson. Okay, so let's have a look at the verse. I'll just play the first few bars for you. Okay, so that's the first time through the progression. So we're starting out on a C chord. Okay, so holding down that C chord, what I'll do is I'll play the A string, the G string, and the B string together. And then I'll play the D string, the G, and then the B. Okay, so. And then I go to a G chord, and I'm just holding down the 3rd fret on the E string and the 3rd fret on the B string. I'll play those two strings with an open G. Then open D, then open high E, and then I'll play the G string open. So just that G chord is like that. So from the C, and then back to C, and on that C chord I'll play the A string, the B string, and the high E string. So you've got okay, and then I'll play the open G string and the open B string, and then the open high E on its own. Okay, and then pull off from first to open on the high E string. So that's okay. So straight to a G chord, and you want to play the 3rd fret on the low E string with the open high E, then open D, and then your pinky goes on the 3rd fret of the B, and you can play that with the open G twice. Okay, so that's, and then you play the low E string, 3rd fret, open D, and then 1st fret on the B string, making it a G sus4 with the open G, and then lift off and play open G and open B. So just that G there you've got. Okay, and then I'll play the bass note again, and then I'll put the pinky back onto the 3rd fret of the B string, play that with the open G and the bass note, and then I'll play the G and the B again. So okay, and then open high E, and then 3rd fret on the B string. Okay, so we've gone over quite a lot already. That's the first 4 bars. Let me just play the G for you. And then from the beginning, then we go to an F, but so holding down an F, I'm using my thumb on the 1st fret of the low E string, and the rest just as normal, but I'm making it kind of an F6 chord, and I've got my little finger on the note of D, 3rd fret of the B string. Okay, and holding that down, so it's 1st fret on the low E, and then 3 on the D, 2 on the G, and 3 on the B. I'll play the E string, the G string, and the B string. Then I'll play the D string, 3rd fret, lift off the 1st finger and play the 1st fret on the B string, and then 2nd fret on the G. So, and then I'll play the bass note after that. and then I just outline the bass there, play the low E string, the D string, the E string, and then fingers still held down, play the first fret on the B string, third fret on the D, and then open G. So. And that takes you straight to a C chord. So immediately after playing that open G, hold down a C chord and play that bass note of C. Okay, and then you're holding down a C chord now, and then play the D and the G strings together, and then put your pinky on the third fret of the D string, making it a C sus4. So you've gone, and then you can pull off to the second fret there. So, and then put it back on, third fret of the D with open G, and then off again. So, and then the low, well, the bass note again, so the third fret on the A string. So the C. Okay, so from the F, okay, keep your fingers where they are for the second and play the D string, second fret, and then quickly to a G chord, and you move the third finger down to the third fret of the low E string, play that open D, then open G, then third fret on the B string, and then open G again. So. Okay, that's the first 8 bars. Let me play those for you again. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. Let's move on and do the next 8 bars. Okay, so then the second half of the first verse is very similar to the first half, but there are some changes. So it sounds like this. You're into the pre-chorus. Okay, so same chord progression, just the melody is a little bit different. So holding down a C chord, play the A, the G and the B together, and then the D string, then the G string, and then the B string. So just arpeggiating the chord basically. Then to that G chord again, and you play the third fret on the low E string, open G, and the third fret on the B, and then the open D string, open high E, and then open G. So that first bar, C to G. And straight back to C. So I think that's probably the same as the first half of the first verse. So once you land on that C, you play the A, the B and the E string together, and then the D string, open G, and then the A string, and then take your little finger, put that on the third fret of the high E string, and play that G note right there. Okay, so you've gone, and then lift it off and play open high E. So okay, so then you get to this G chord here, and you play the third fret on the low E string with the open high E, then the open D string, and then little finger goes on the third fret of the B, play that with open G twice. So you've gone, and then the bass note again, followed by the D string, and then first fret on the B string with open G, and then lift off, open G and open B. So play the bass note again, and then open D, open G, and then the bass note, open high E, third fret on the B. So just the G. Okay, so that's the first 4 bars of the second half of the first verse. Let me play those for you again from this C. And then look, we go to that F chord again, exactly the same as before, holding down the same notes. And then, so remember, you got your pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then, so you're going to play the E string, that's the 1st fret, and then G string, 2nd fret, and B string, 3rd fret, play those all together. Then the D string, 3rd fret, lift off that pinky and play the 1st fret on the B, and then the G string 2nd, and then the bass note. So, okay, and then the D string, 3rd fret, and then the G, 2nd, and then the bass, and then the D string, 3rd fret. So, and then you just get this, that's the melody line, and that's just the G string 2nd fret twice, then the B string 1st fret, and then the high E string 3rd fret. So, straight to a C chord, and you're going to play the high E wide open with the bass note, so the 3rd fret on the A string, and then just play the D string, the G string, and the B string whilst holding down a C chord, and then the D string, 2nd fret, of course, open G, open high E. So you've gone, and then catch the 3rd fret on the B string, and that's going to tie you into a G chord. So you then put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, play that bass note, open G, open D. Okay, so you've gone. Okay, so from this F. And that is it for the verse, because then it goes, how lonely my life, into the pre-chorus after that. And if you want to learn how to play that, then to make it easier, I divide the lesson up on the website. You can get the whole song over there. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link is going to be down in the description. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and head over to 6stringfingerpicking.com where you can get the remainder of this lesson and loads more fingerstyle guitar lessons. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.